It finally happened. My first negative review. 10,000 orders, 200 Shopify stores I've worked on, and I finally got a negative review. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to deal with this negative review, and you might actually learn something here. And just to give you some backstory, so out of 10,000 orders I actually have shipped out, only one of them ever was not the max review you could actually get. And that was a neutral review on eBay. And that one is actually a funny one because I listed something at auction and it went for like $1.50, and the guy paid the money into my bank, and I never ever seen the money in there, and back and forth. And I was like, you know what, it's $1.50, and I just posted it to them, and they left me a negative, neutral feedback. So I didn't really think that to be that bad. And since I've been a Shopify expert and building Shopify websites, I've only ever received a review that was 4.5 stars out of 5. And I consider that not too bad. That's pretty good. But today, oh, someone left me a 3 out of 5 stars on Shopify Expert. So if you actually go to my Shopify Expert's profile, you'll see a 3 out of 5 star review. And the way this actually happened is absolutely, it's a pretty funny story. So basically, what actually happened, someone put a request through. So if you don't know what a Shopify Expert is, it's if you actually go into your Shopify store, there's like a button that says hire a Shopify expert, and I'm actually one of them. And when someone actually clicks that button, if the job they want, I've actually listed as posted, it will actually come to me, sort of thing. And I got a request about 10 days ago, and I seen this person, they were drop shipping and they were from India. And I'm not trying to say anything bad. I had a lot of work on, and I believe in giving free value without expecting anything in return. So if anyone contacts me, I'm going to give them value, even though if I can't help them or I can help them, no matter what, I will do that. So what I did is I sent them a message saying, I can't do it, sort of thing, but here's some free content. I gave them like a link to like how they can get to Beautify, a free Shopify theme, the common mistakes that people actually make on Shopify. And they were like, okay, thanks. And I thought, oh, cool, that's awesome. Help that person a little bit, maybe another expert will help them out. And what actually happened today? You have a new review from Shopify. This person actually went and reviewed my service that I didn't even give them. So I didn't actually even work on their website, and they reviewed me 3 out of 5 stars. And then the funny thing after that is that they actually put another request through to find an expert. So is it me or is it Shopify? I don't know. You be the judge. You can go view my Shopify expert profile and look at the review. And, for 10 minutes, I was really pissed off. I was like, Shopify support, how do I remove this, sort of thing? And the funny thing is, how I've actually been lately is that I should have dealt with this a lot better. I've been trying to be really positive. So when I actually review other places, I will not review any service I've got unless it's absolutely the max. And I've actually left 3 video reviews lately because I know other people have left video reviews for me, and it's really helped my business. So I'm trying to put out into the world like karma, sort of thing, like trying to put good vibes out there, sort of thing. And I was just so shocked at that this happened, that I didn't even work on this person's website and they actually reviewed me 3 out of 5 stars. And I thought that was at first not funny. I thought that was serious damage control on my business. And then, after about 10 minutes, I was like, wait a minute, Clayton, look at the world we live in. Realistically, I was probably lucky to only have ever got 2 other things that weren't the best review you can ever get in my whole online life. And I can see why that person was frustrated, because no one would help them. And whether they took it out on me or not, that doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, like, the world we live in, it's nearly impossible to get 5 stars or 10 stars or 10 out of 10 or whatever for anything you ever do in life. And you pretty much can go to any business, and if they've got over 20 reviews, there's a very good chance that there is a review that's not the best review that they can actually get. Especially you look on eBay, Amazon, things like that. Perfect examples, people's Google reviews. Now, if you want to laugh, have a look at some people's Google reviews, what people have actually said. Like, it's just crazy. Like, you actually dive into it, because one of my friends, they actually got a couple of negative reviews for their cafe. And I actually went to their thing and had a look, and the person that left 1 star, I actually went through to their profile, and they've been leaving 1-star reviews on 10 or 15 businesses or something like that. At the end of the day, the review a lot of the times isn't a reflection of you. It's a reflection of the person. So pretty much, if you get high on your own supplier sort of thing, so people giving you lots of positive feedback, when someone actually doesn't give you positive feedback and they actually give you negative feedback, that actually hurts you more. And I knew this, and I've been trying to be in the middle and not be too high on my own supply. And I knew that something like this was coming, especially being on YouTube. I finally got a couple of negative thumbs downs, and I thought, that's just how it is. You just got to deal with it, roll with the punches. Like, most of the time, it's not really a reflection of you. And most of my clients, they know that if there's something wrong, they can contact me and I'll help them out. And there's probably been a couple of people that probably haven't contacted me as much as they probably should. They might be upset, especially in the early days of when I was building websites. Come a long way from there. And I've always made that clear that, if there's a problem, contact me. I want to help. Same with when I was shipping orders out. One of my really big things that I really focused on was making sure that product didn't get damaged. So there was lots of times where, I had an item, I messed up the weight or something like that, or my website messed it up, or realistically, they didn't mess it up. It was me. It was all my fault anyway. And I thought, if I add this extra padding, extra stuff to make sure this product doesn't get damaged, this is going to cost me more money that is cutting into the profit. And I always thought, you know what? You got to do the right thing by the customer. It's not their fault. And I just did it. And, even I remember there was a Christmas, 2015 or 16, and I got a lot of orders before Christmas. And I knew that a lot of people wouldn't get these for Christmas. And a lot of the orders were in Western Australia. So which is the other side of Australia. I'm on the other side of Western Australia. And what I actually did is I had about 30 parcels to send, and every single person except maybe one had paid normal postage. And I just shipped it express, and it cost a crap load of extra money that cut into the profits, but that was the right thing to do. And I honestly believe no matter what sort of reviews people give you or anything like that, if you always are wanting to do the best thing by the client, the customer, whoever, no matter what, that's the best you can do. If you do the best you can do, it doesn't really matter what people say or leave about you, negative comments, negative reviews. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, most of the time it's a reflection on that person. If you know deep down that you did the right thing, it doesn't really matter what anyone else says, even not in business life, even outside of business life. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, that's sort of how I'm dealing with it. I've calmed down now. I had 10 minutes of I was like, whoa, what the hell? Like, I'm going to lose thousands of dollars because of this review. And then I just took a step back and went, Clayton, you know what you're trying to do, and don't worry about it. There was nothing you could do there. Like, that person's just upset, and there's nothing I can do. I helped them as much as I could help them, and that's what I got in return, and that's what you get. So I think the less you worry about it, the better off you are. And as long as you know here that you're trying to do the best thing by the other person, that's all that really matters. So until next time, Clayton Bates here. Talk to you later.